These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters.
Like it basically, you cut a pig open, man, you might find anything in him, man. You know, you ain't gonna find no digested, healthy vegetables and fruits and stuff like that, man. Like what? Cows eat what? Grass, vegetation. Sheep eat what? Vegetation. Goats eat what? Vegetation. I'm trying to think of something else. Chicken eat what? Vegetation. You know? But before they hit the farms and people start feeding them corn. Okay? Deers eat what? Grass. You know? These are the stuff you're supposed to eat, man. Okay?
These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters.
So whatever has fins and scales in the waters, you eat. Alright? Now you got people out here eating shark. Shark got fins, but they don't got scales.
Got some of them.
Well, some of them. Okay?
But not all of them. In the seas and in the rivers, them shall ye eat. And all that have not fins nor scales in the seas and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be abomination unto you.
Yeah, like you got people that eat eels. You got people, yo, that's sick, man. You got people that eat eels, clams, oysters, and then after that, man, they go to the hospital. Like literally, I've seen people eat oysters and go to the hospital 15 minutes later. You an idiot. Why would you eat something like that, man? Like these people don't even have a natural mindset, a natural logic mindset that processes not to eat certain stuff off of instinct. You know, like people just eat anything when they're hungry. Like you literally got some people that you be like, yo, you hungry? Yeah, man, I'm so hungry, I eat anything. Like, yo, you sound crazy, man. The scriptures tell you certain stuff. Like you got people in the churches that say they believe in God, but then they won't bring up Leviticus 11 chapter about not eating pork. And then the pastor will be the first one serving pork on a Sunday. That'll be the first thing they giving. Pig feet, chitlins, all right? Neck bone. You know? You got some people that even cook cabbage in pig juice. Or put neck bone. You know, a lot of the Southern Kingdom, they eat what? Neck bone and cabbage. You know? And then they wonder why they got high blood pressure, man. It's not a coincidence. Read.
Whatsoever have no fins nor scales in the waters, that shall be an abomination unto you.
An abomination is basically something that's filthy. Like if somebody commits an abomination, it means they committed a filthy act due to the definition.
And these are they which ye shall have an abomination among the fowls. They shall not be eaten, they are an abomination. The eagle and the ostrich and the osprey.
So what ostriches eat? Ostriches what? They eat garbage. Like you got some people that eat buzzards. Yo, buzzards are like flying vacuums, man. You know, like you got different animals that's meant to clean stuff up. Like the buzzard, the pig, you know, the lobsters, the crabs. You know, these are these are cleaning animals. You got the rats, the mice. You know, these are animals that clean up stuff, man. Okay? That they're just made to clean. And you got people that literally eat that, man. That's like a garbage system. How you basically eating garbage.
And the vulture and the kite after his kind. Every raven after his kind, and the owl and the nighthawk and the cow and the hawk after his kind. And the little owl and the cormorant and the great owl and the swan and the pelican and the gear eagle.
And you notice a lot of the animals that they name it, the fowls that you can't eat is what? Fowls that eat what? Abominations, because they eat abominations. What does eagle eat? Eagles eat snakes, mice, rabbits. It eats unclean stuff. So why would the Lord tell you to eat that? That's why the Lord said not to eat those animals. Eagles, vultures, ravens, they all eat what? Abomination. The stuff that the Lord names for us to eat is stuff that eats what? Natural vegetation. Read.
And the stork, the heron, after after her kind, and the lapwing and the bat. All fowls that creep going upon all four shall be an abomination unto you. Yet these may ye eat of every flying creeping thing that goeth upon all four, which have legs above their feet to leap withal upon the earth. Even these of them ye may eat, the locust after his kind, and the bald locust after his kind.
So that's why I believe it's John the Baptist that ate grasshoppers and honey. You know, because that's lawful. That's what the scriptures say. That's lawful to eat. You know. Now on this side, ain't none of us brothers ate. I ain't never ate no grasshopper. I don't know how they taste. So I can't call that. But the scriptures say that it's lawful to eat. You know, if you ever in a forest, you know, hey, that's what you can eat. You know, and I was reading too that grasshoppers pack a heavy punch on protein. That's what I was reading about grasshoppers. Read.
And the beetle after his kind, and the grasshopper after his kind. But all other flying creeping things which have 4 feet shall be an abomination unto you.
So it said beetles, right?
So yeah.
You can eat beetles. So it says that you can eat beetles. Now, like I said, I don't know any brothers that ate that stuff, but if they have, it's lawful. You know? Yeah, we just teaching about the truth, about the Israelites. Yep. Teaching out the Bible.
And for these ye shall be unclean, whosoever toucheth the carcass of them shall be unclean until the even. And whosoever beareth out of the carcass of them shall wash his clothes and be unclean until the even.
Yeah, so basically you become unclean when you touch unclean things, you know? Read.
The carcasses of every beast which divideth the hoof, and is not cloven footed nor cheweth the cud, are unclean unto you. Every one that toucheth them shall be unclean. And whatsoever goeth upon his paws among all manner of beasts that go on all 4, those are unclean unto you. Whoso toucheth their carcass shall be unclean until the even.
Now you got people out here that actually eat dog and cat. You know? You a bug out, man. You eat a dog or a cat, man. That's something that you know? That's something wrong. And you got people that eat bear. You got bug outs that eat alligator meat. I remember some Muslim dude at my job was telling me how he loved alligator meat, man. That's a bug out. And then he's like, oh man, my knee hurt. Come on, man. Read.
And he that beareth the carcass of them shall wash his clothes and be unclean until the even.
So you're supposed to wash your clothes and then you unclean for basically 24 hours.
They are unclean unto you. These also shall be unclean unto you among the creeping things that creep upon the earth, the weasel and the mouse and the tortoise after his kind, and the ferret and the chameleon and the lizard and the snail and the mole. These are unclean to you among all that creep. Whosoever doth touch them, when they be dead, shall be unclean unto the even.
Like I said, man, it's not rocket science on what you're not supposed to eat. If you notice, everything the scripture is naming, these are things that don't eat vegetation. These are things that basically eat anything. If you notice that. And that's why the Lord said that these are the unclean things. Read.
And upon whatsoever any of them, when they are dead, doth fall, it shall be unclean. Whether it be any vessel of wood or raiment or skin or sack, whatsoever vessel it be, wherein any work is done, it must be put into water, and it shall be unclean until the even, so it shall be cleansed.
Yeah, so if you eat, basically you eat it out of a plate, that plate is unclean. That's how serious it is.
And every earthen vessel whereinto any of them faileth, falleth, whatsoever is in it shall be unclean, and ye shall break it. Of all meat which may be eaten, that on which such water cometh shall be unclean. And all drink that may be drunk in every such vessel shall be unclean. And everything whereupon any part of their carcass fall of such shall be unclean. Whether it be oven or ranges for pots, they shall be broken down, for they are unclean and shall be unclean unto you.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically, that's it on that. That was pretty much the point, because the scriptures, the whole point was that we was breaking down the dietary law on certain things. You know, that's basic information right there on a law that we say that our people can't simply follow, man. Or they wouldn't be so sick here in America, man. You know? Get
Verse 39. And if any beast of which ye may eat die, he that toucheth the carcass thereof shall be unclean until the evening. And he that eateth of the carcass of it shall wash his clothes and be unclean until the evening. He also that beareth the carcass of it shall wash his clothes and be unclean until the evening. Meaning basically going into, if there's any animal that dies on its own, you're supposed to discern that chances are whether it's considered clean, okay, even if it's a lawful animal, if it dies on its own, whatever it died by isn't going to be done away with once it dies. Okay, that illness or that disease or that poison that animal may have eaten, if it dies on its own without you putting it to death or sacrificing it, okay, whatever unclean thing inside that animal's body, if you eat it, it's going to make your body unclean. It can very well kill you. So you're not supposed to touch it. You're not even supposed to eat it.